saw the video. Please don't do it. You can't. Don't do it. Don't. You can't. I'm doing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Oneyville Chop Shop, where RWA has hype action here live before your very eyes. Making his way to the ring is a man who has himself, he claims to have a sense of refinement. The former boy toy of the RWA is now demanding to be known as the Gift, Tiago Javier Swift.
He looks like a mix of Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Jerry Lawler, and Jeff Hardy.
See, he came over and he was saying something to us, but I couldn't hear him because Rossi wouldn't shut his trap. So,
I was introducing him to the rest of our viewers at home. Not everyone at home knows everyone here as intimately as we all know one another.
It's Tiago what?
Tiago Javier.
Javier.
Yeah, you have to enunciate that a little bit, that sound.
Well, see, there's some pizzazz to his name. There's no pizzazz to Charles Wolf. That's like mashed potatoes without any salt, pepper, or butter.
Sure.
But Tiago Javier, it's got some color to it. It's got some spice.
I don't need the pizzazz. I'm all about business, but Tiago Javier, well, we'll see how much pizzazz that he has in the ring.
Well, that being said, now I want mashed potatoes and chicken wings. Maybe the boss is around.
Got to be careful with chicken wings around T Phoenix.
I always follow the bones.
Good methodology.
And his opponent is somebody that's on a bit of a hot streak here in RWA, Shady Shay Cash. Who knew that this guy is part of the Davey Cash family?
Well, I guess in his case, he would be the white sheep of the family. And you can take that wherever you want to take that, folks. I was just saying he's probably one of the only Cashes that doesn't have a rap sheet in the New Bedford area.
I just got schmegma all over me. I don't know what it was, but I got some sort of schmegma all over me.
I really hope that was hair gel.
I swear to...
I made sure that I took my headphones off so I could hear them. You guys have to learn to respect these men when they're talking to us. When they're talking, you have to listen.
Okay, so, yeah, what did he say?
I could barely hear him. I caught the end of it where he said me, and that was it.
Yeah, well, you have been known to be a catcher from time to time. Nonetheless, folks, Tiago Javier Swift is here, and he says that the Renegade Wrestling Alliance has gotten far too crass and crude, and it needs some refinement, and that is his mission. That is his credo from this point forward. He's not even interested in any championships, folks.
He stole...
I can't tell if that was hair gel. I don't know if that was hair gel.
I'm hoping it was hair gel or some sort of hair care product.
Between him and Stan Styles, there's way too much schmegma in this direction. And there's the bell. Once again, senior referee Steve Mosher overseeing this one. Is it pronounced T-A-Go? Is he really going to go for a test of strength? And they're going for a lockup. Shady Shay Cash with a side headlock. There's got to be about a 75-pound difference, conservatively, between these two men.
Which is why a headlock doesn't seem to be the right option for Tiago Javier. Just make sure I say it right.
You're getting the hang of it. Nonetheless, man, Shady Shay Cash is throwing his weight around, taking Tiago right off his feet. And Tiago's got himself a very developed upper body, in case you haven't noticed.
He talks about his overdeveloped lower body, too, which I don't need to know about.
Which tends to get in the way, though. I mean, he doesn't have a good sense of balance.
Irish whip. Tiago ducks under. Ole pass by Shady Shay. Nobody home for Tiago again. Big shoulder tackle. You see that on Sunday night at Foxborough Stadium, that tackle was so big.
Wow. And he's just manhandling him.
Big scoop and slam Tiago is in a bad way. Oh my God!
Christ, he's done! He's done! He's got to be...
How did that not cave in his chest?
This is where he has to use his head and get out of the ring.
That senton made me sharp! That was friggin' great! How Tiago's still on his feet is beyond me. But way to improvise, sending Shady Shay into the buckle with a drop toe hold.
I mean, clearly, Tiago's going to have to use his speed here to get the one up on Shady Shay. But I mean, if he's going to let him stay on his feet, I don't see how Tiago pulls out a victory here.
I think his only option is to take out Shady Shay at the legs, but
I think his nipple just went out the door.
and the crowd railing behind him. Oh
my God!
Servings of back chops.
Listen to this crowd!
Well, they know what they want, and Shady Shay delivers.
Irish whip into the corner, and nobody home for Shady Shay and a boot. Tiago's able to best Shady Shay so far.
This could be the window of opportunity. He needs to turn things around. He's got the big man reeling on his feet.
Okay, you two are both managers. One was good, one was Charles Wolf. What would you tell Tiago?
I'm sorry, but I have to interrupt you there. One was Bobby Rossi, and one managed the first RWA Hype champion.
Let's not forget who got him to be in a championship state of mind.
And dumped him when he couldn't make ends meet out of the guy. But if I was managing Tiago right now, what you have to do is you have to keep him on the ground. You have to work those legs, because a Shady Shay that is on his feet has a weight advantage, and that is no good for him.
Once again, Charles, you make a very valid point, and I would have to agree with you.
Oh, thank you. At least we can be cordial sometimes, right? When you're not taking cheap shots at me.
Well, you know what? Sometimes the devil needs to be given his due. And it looks as if the devil is creeping up on Shady Shay Cash, who did have things in his favor.
Tiago breaking the rear chin lock on Shady Shay Cash. Probably not a wise move. Irish whip. Shady Shay ducked the cross body. Now, cross body was off. That's one, two. How does he not have internal bleeding?
I don't know how he kicked out of that one.
Missing a crossbody and takeover from Shady Shay Cash does Tiago.
Beautiful drop kick
That
by
was very
Tiago.
Well placed.
1-2 and a kick out at 2. But a drop kick is not going to keep Shady Shay down.
No, you have to stay on top of him, and you have to work those legs. For whatever reason, Tiago doesn't seem to be as focused on the legs, and again, he could use somebody at ringside. Tell him.
Well, to further on that point, Charles, you might see the legs as the first object. I say work the head. He's already got the height advantage on you. He's going to try to be on his feet, but if he's foggy upstairs, he can't use those legs no matter what kind of condition they're in. I mean, there's options. There are options. Even though you have a weight disadvantage, there are options. And it seems as if TJ is going with your methodology of keeping the big guy off of his feet.
Steve Mosher doesn't see that Tiago was under the ropes, which should lead to a break. Sometimes you just miss him. Tiago trying to hold on to that rear chin lock. And a big reversal. Shades of Jerry Lawler versus Andy Kaufman on that back suplex.
That was a thing of beauty. He folded him up like a set of dirty laundry. Well, not that you fold dirty laundry.
Backhand right across the face, showing absolutely no respect to Tiago.
Tiago's got to be out. There can't be any lights on anymore. Oh my God! What a body splash! 2 and a kick out. I have no idea where Tiago Javier is getting this strength.
To be honest with you, if I was managing him right now, I probably would have thrown the towel by now.
Just dropping a modified powerbomb, 2, 3, and that's it. Shady Shay Cash muscling Tiago Javier and just getting the decisive victory.
For Tiago,
If we were scoring this based on points, Shady Shay was going to win anyway. I'm just surprised that Tiago lasted as long as he did.
For Tiago, this is mercifully over, because he was definitely outmanned on this one.
Either which way, I mean, certainly there was a big difference in weight, but you got to hand it over to Thiago as well. He gave Shady Shay Cash every ounce of fight he had in him.
And the fact that he's standing right now is impressive in itself.
Rob, you tend to be somewhat of the historian and the figure guy here. I want to say that Shady Shay Cash is undefeated.
Yeah, since he's debuted, he is undefeated.
I mean, you mentioned that he was in on a hot streak, and you got me thinking he's yet to suffer a loss here. I mean, that should put him in some sort of contention for a championship.
Do we have a tarp or anything? He's coming back. Oh, that's...
Why the smegma?
I can honestly say he never got me this whole match. Like, it was all them.
Well, you're welcome. If I wasn't here, that would have been all over you.
Well, I guess you're good for something, you know? I mean, every decent couch needs a good ottoman.
Well, that being said, join us from RWA Hype here on the WBEX Broadcast Network.
Live from the Chop Shop.